All right, welcome everyone to the final after party of 2023. Here we are honoring tonight's guest, Mr. Peter Johnson, or Pete Johnson over
Pete.
here. I'm sorry, could you repeat? No. Anyway, so of course he's a fantastic guest that is with us tonight. If you missed the interview, there is a link to it below. You can go and check that out if you would like, or you can hang out until we're done and go watch it. Also with us, we have my brother from the other coast, Mr. Canadian Olliman. We have the wonderful half of the Stacy's Mom podcast. We have Stacy herself is with us tonight. We've also got the sail lady extraordinaire, Miss Stephanie Helms is with us. The suddenly cool-ass hat wearing Mr. Michael Earhart is also with us. And somewhere dealing with his youngster is Mikey, my co-host, very good friend and producer. And from across the pond, Mr. Dog has joined us as well.
The dog. Incorrect, Sir Neil.
What's that?
Present incorrect, Sir Neil.
Oh, okay. All right, sir. Wow. Jeez, I was never knighted, so I don't know about that.
It's a do-rag.
Oh, is that what it is?
Do-rag. Okay.
Yes. Tons of Mice says you kind of look like...
I'm the Lego fetish.
Father Sarducci. Love it.
Guido Sarducci.
He was a gift. Yes.
Yeah. He was a Saturday Night Live regular.
Mm-hmm.
Was
funny guy. Yeah. So I don't know what the hell happened to Mikey. I guess he's changing diapers or something.
I heard a baby.
I hear a baby. Yeah. I was like, where's that little one coming from? Makes sense.
Oh, so he's changing the baby's diapers. Okay.
Yeah.
I think so.
I'm frozen, so I got to refresh.
You look
You're not
fine to
frozen.
us.
You look
great.
I noticed the
No
YouTube
lag.
stream was lagging pretty good earlier.
Something's off in my world.
Okay.
All right. Well, then F5 away.
Yeah, I know.
So, Doc, you were asking about hot knives. These are hot knives.
Oh, gosh.
So, those are little blobs of hash. You see, I got a torch here.
When I ever smoked weed, it was like in block form. We called it Rocky Black.
Well, hash is just another form of weed. It's concentrated weed.
I get it. Yeah, no, I do understand it. I mean, Pink Floyd, they even included a line. I've got.
It's not like you're fucking stoned right now, Doug.
Well, yeah. I mean, when I was smoking weed, it was you have to burn it and put it into a leaf with cigarettes and burn it, and then you smoke it from that. Now you just smoke weed as it is. It's just it.
Back in my day, we used to rub other weed plants together to make a fire to burn the first weed.
Yeah, whatever. I'm fucking old. I don't care. I'm really, I'm in my 50s.
And Prometheus came down from the mountain.
Sake. Jesus.
I'll never forget my after party. How everyone was smoking weed, and I was like, "Where am I?"
That was Stacey. Yeah, she understands it.
I felt like a fish out of water.
I'm so old. I'm in my 50s. Makes me need to reboot right now. So I'll see you in a second or two.
Oh, Stephanie, you ain't got long left, love. Just carry on.
Whoa.
Stephanie has many years.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, no, I apologize. That was a bit.
Hey, dog. Do I need to put you in the doghouse, or are you going to behave?
No, I will behave.
All right, thank you. Say sorry to Stephanie.
Many times,
Say sorry to Stephanie if you want to keep your fucking balls, dog. Say sorry.
I do apologize.
Thank you. Sorry, Steph. Anyway, hi, Pete.
I'm with Stacey. Yeah, we tried it once or a few times. I don't agree with it.
Look,
Well,
I
yeah.
want everybody who doesn't smoke weed to go out right now, buy some weed, and send it to me.
I don't think we can send it across the border. It's legal
That is
here.
such bullshit. That is such bullshit.
It is.
Visit Mikey. I got lots to share, but
It's so much cheaper, and it's literally a fucking line on a map. You guys are that's such bullshit.
That's
Take
your
it up
federal
with our-
government.
Yeah, take it up with
Yeah.
your government.
Well, why don't you just annex us and we don't have to?
I'm not going to get in
Mikey,
trouble.
that's no different than Trump
Mikey,
selling
it's because your federal
47
government spends
cards
fucking
of
$50
him
billion a year on your military.
to have
We
a
also
little
have
bit of
less
his
people than
food.
California.
That's
so-
right. Thank you, Pete.
All of
Okay,
you weed is-
before we start talking, can I just interject really quick? I
Please.
just want to say, because I get sidetracked on weed so quickly on this after party every time. I just want to say hi to Pete because Pete and I met on Threads. I just wanted to give a shout out to Threads. That's where we connected. And so, and then,
Right on.
yeah, so everyone go sign up for Threads. And then
No.
Hmm?
No.
do it.
No.
Do it now.
I'm already
Does
on
anybody
there.
who have Threads have Blue Sky? What? How does it compare to Blue Sky?
I don't know what Blue Sky is, but I'm just saying that I'm very thankful because that's where we connected and we found out that we lived in the same we once lived in the same city as each other. So
What is Threads?
it's
Another
the
app.
new X
Facebook,
Twitter,
Facebook, Twitter,
Instagram, Twitter.
which is Facebook.
Instagram, X, Twitter. But it's
All meta.
Yeah, it's all owned by Meta.
I'm too
So
old for that
That's
shit.
probably the worst name for a
Threads?
fucking no
Yep.
meta.
Meta.
For,
Meta?
meta for
Oh,
your
okay.
whole like collection of products.
Mm.
I think I'll just call it like the meta. You know, like the metaverse. What a fucking Zuckerberg movie! Like I got a company. I think I'm called Jumping the Shark. Like shut up, dude. You're so corny, dude. Like you have no friends. Shut up.
Is X Twitter similar to Truth Social?
No, that
in
one's just
format.
regular.
No.
I don't
In,
know.
in
I
format,
thought
yeah.
I saw. Well, I'm UK. I just thought I'd throw that. You
Oh,
guys.
apostate of mine's in the chat.
Hey.
Hi.
Ah,
Hello, apostate of mine.
Love them.
Hello there.
Was that better? Uh-oh.
Oh, sorry.
just
Oh.
I
recently on the
space
show,
fired.
actually.
My bad.
Hey, Stephanie, welcome back.
I just
Sorry,
I
upset you.
don't.
No, that's a bad apology. You,
no,
you did a good
it's-
one before. Leave it.
It's all good.
I'll be on many
Because
too.
I don't know what just happened, but I
Love
just
it.
had a little bit of the internet goblins.
Oh,
just
you got all
invaded.
robot-y?
It's something weird happened. So
Love you guys too.
Aw,
Yay.
aw. Jump in here.
Yeah, they should.
So there's
Or
a
one or
competition. It's called the Arnold Strongman Classic. These guys are just throwing a really big rock into some sand. I think I'm going to watch this for the next 58 minutes and 23 seconds.
What?
nice.
It's literally just a big fucking rock, and he's just holding it over his head. It's not. And they got two guys doing commentary on it. I mean, this is.
Is it
Could you
just a
do
rock
it
or is it an
like-
Atlas stone?
It's like they
Is it a rock?
throw in a small Atlas stone,
Okay.
but they're holding it
Is-
over their head like fools because that's the worst way to throw something.
Yeah.
I
Unless
do
you wanna hurt
find it
yourself.
a waste of time. I do find
Yeah,
it a waste of time.
something
Could you do it?
Bring yourself.
Do what with the rock, dog? What?
Hold it over your head. For an
I don't know
hour.
how much the stone weighs. It looks very heavy. These are very large men.
Well, there you
They're
go.
throwing a very large stone.
Was it the strongman contest thing?
Yeah, it's like one of their like new events, and they just like they have to like grapple this little rock, then they have to hold it over the head, and they throw it in a sand pit. And like, there's thousands of people. Oh, the stone is 185 pounds.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's heavy enough.
So
Well,
it's
yeah,
not
you-
a rock bigger than God could hold up.
There is no God did not enter this competition, so
You have to be
Mikey.
real to enter this
Mikey.
competition.
That's
Is
I
that
think it's unreasonable to exclude gods from competition.
I think they have
you
to
know,
sign
You'll
up.
prove yourself to enter the
Mikey.
competition. That's all.
This is doing your music and not whinging about people who are stronger
Yeah.
than you.
he's got
I don't
a.
know.
Jesus has to put in his $2 for the registration fee, and apparently
Put in
thoughts
the
and prayers.
registration fee, meet the
You know,
qualifications, and you're in. You know, that's what the hell's the problem?
It's easy.
Can I add?
That
Can
guy
I
should
add?
People.
Can I add that Mikey's music is a lot better than people holding up a rock above their head?
I don't know.
Oh,
Hard to
yeah.
say. Oh
It's
man,
from over the pond, mate. I'm talking about your music.
I agree.
Yours saved a lot.
Good.
it may or may not be better than some rocks. Some rocks are really good, and I would never claim to be better than them. But I'm better than
Pop
them.
rocks.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
pop rocks.
pop rocks, and you're not that so distinctive that you don't talk about your music more than you should.
I don't do it I don't make music in a very commercial way, and I'm not like a super artisty dude. Like I'm not as skilled as a lot of people. It's more expression, so that's why I don't talk about it.
In the UK, you'd be called a twat.
Yeah, that's fine. I've been called.
Well, you could be called a twat the world over. I mean, what are you
Look at
doing?
those eyes right there. What?
A twat is a sort of person that is ignorant against himself.
I've been called worse by better. You know,
Self-disparaging.
Of course.
That's what we call it.
Yeah. You live in America.
just because your little science experiment went horribly wrong over here doesn't mean you get to start lobbing rockets back over the pond. You started this experiment.
What science experience?
Us.
I have to, in Canada as well. England's kind of responsible for a lot of.
Hey, you leave us out of this.
Yeah.
All 17 of you Canadians are involved.
We burned down your White House once, and you guys still haven't let it go.
England is responsible for America. You speak English, don't you?
Actually, radicalized Christians are responsible for America, and it shows.
Puritans.
Yeah, the ones who said the Anglican Church was too soft on the rules. Yeah.
I need more crazy in my crazy.
Yeah, this
Need
isn't
some
even
fucking
crazy
buckles
enough.
on my shoes.
And my hat. And my hat. They only have it on the shoes.
They could have just called it Buckle Land.
Literally.
Correct. But didn't yeah, I'm not.
Did you forget?
I'm not going to get into arguing in America because thanks to Joe Biden, he's made that the most prominent, strongest country on the planet again.
Yeah, we'll see.
Half of it, yeah.
Well,
but at what cost?
Trump handed it to China, and
that's not true.
Yeah, it is.
That's not true. He started a tariff war with China, so they're not exactly friends.
Handed it to Russia.
No, they're not. Exactly. That's how it works. But China became the most prominent country on the planet.
So we're really not here to talk geopolitics. This is kind of an after party. We're really not here for geopolitics. Hey, dog. Can I make the after party fun again?
Mikey,
I'm zoning out.
Make it great.
I was kicked the shit out of you.
Make it great.
Make the after party great again.
So let's go.
Make it a party.
You can talk my shit about religion.
But you're not in religion. You're just talking about politics. So, but that is not an invitation for you to change subjects. You have to share the mic with other people. You got to hear from.
I don't want to change the.
Pete is the guest, so we need to find out. So, do you have any questions for Pete about Pete's deconversion? Cool. Okay, Steph.
I actually do. What was the first inkling? What was the first inkling?
Why Pete is Chinese? Oh, but wait, no. I don't think so.
Chinese. What was your first inkling, Pete?
I think this is wrong.
The first inkling.
That is a good question.
This is all wrong.
This is all wrong.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'd say that first inkling was probably man. I'd say it was probably about 15 years ago. And I was doing some studying, and It was, we were studying historical Jesus studies, which is, it's trying to locate, an actual historical Jesus, if there is one. I'm not a mythicist, but I'm not, I don't know that there's necessarily proof that this person existed. But at the time, it just blew my fucking mind that we could say, okay, there's definitely like a virgin birth is not that's not historical, right? And at the time, that was
not
like
possible.
Well, yeah, I mean, Neil, magic.
Of course.
No, it was,
Talk
it was
about a magic wand.
aspirational. Okay, it was not historical, but it was aspirational.
No,
There
wait a
you
minute,
go.
Pete. You did say magic. Was there a wand involved?
It is,
Yes.
it was like,
That's
can
how
you
we go.
imagine? Can you imagine somebody who said, "I really want to give birth, but I don't want to have sex before that."
That would be the worst part, right? The sex
I
part. Oh,
really
wait.
I've
kind
given
of
birth
think
3
that
times.
is so fucked up.
Getting a young female
I would
pregnant was
much
not
rather.
a miracle. If he would have gotten Joseph pregnant, now that would have been.
right.
Then I would have turned my head.
Just
Can I
saying.
introduce Harry Potter here and say that Eve was actually a Slytherin because she can speak parcel tongue to a snake.
Oh, no. Do we have to uncancel J.K. Rowling because she got a biblical prophecy? Damn it.
No.
I don't know. Parcel tongue, you can talk to snakes, and there was a talking snake at the beginning of the Bible.
You can talk to snakes or UPS packages.
Yeah, she used a lot of mythology.
What?
Amazon.com had it figured out, right?
Amazon was there at the beginning.
They
See,
were.
Jesus
Oh
was
my
Joseph's butt.
That's exactly. Why do they call it parcel tongue?
Stephanie has a good point. A good point well made, to be fair. Because
To
the
be
snake
fair,
was given a parcel to someone who couldn't speak snake tongue, but Eve could speak parcel tongue, and
The problem is my parcel wasn't delivered, so I gotta call them up, and then you gotta make arrangements for
You
the
gotta
next
call.
delivery.
You gotta-
oh well, if you can't do it that way, then you have to show up at the. Hey God.
You should contact Google Eats. They always make sure my packages come right on time.
that's right. Yeah.
Okay.
Google Eats
Tasty.
hasn't let me down yet.
You guys have the big companies up there, obviously UPS and.
I don't know what UPS is. Can you tell me?
Oh, you
what that is?
don't?
I'm joking.
Oh well, that
course
was my
I
next
do.
question. My
We
next
do.
question was:
Of course I
are
do.
there any Canadian services that we have not heard of?
You don't have? Do you guys have Pure Later?
Yep.
Purelator, that was here for a while.
Yes. No, we
Year
have
later, yeah.
we have Amazon, we have
Yeah.
UPS, we have
We even have those
We have
shiny
Google.
Amazon Prime planes that come and land here.
Mm.
Yeah.
They have beavers
That's
and
Year
moose.
later.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
have deer in my front yard.
Prime Minister Moose.
They usually
I'm being
deliver
serious.
things via Canada Goose.
Yeah, absolutely.
Canada Goose. If you can get it out of his mouth.
Yeah,
Canada-
without being bit.
the scourge of the UK.
Moose delivery.
We call
They
those
cro-
Cobra chickens up here. Not
Kobe.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
There's
Or-
so many of them.
Or
still
weapons
here.
grade pigeons.
There you go.
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
It's actually been a very mild
Oh,
winter.
dear,
There's so
Pete.
many of them still.
Oh dear, are you? Have we 3 Canadians at the top of the screen here?
Oh, there's
And
3
then
at the
one in the
top
middle.
and then one in the middle.
Oh, that's right. There we go.
Let the lady.
Oh well.
Ollie,
It's
let the lady
either
up
way.
front.
Welcome
However it works.
to the true north, strong and free.
Oh no.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're taking
no.
over.
No,
Pete,
it was
do you
one of the
still have a 604 area code?
We're like America's hat.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
good. That's
Ju-
very
You and
American
I,
good.
Junior.
Steph, are just basic Neil
I'm
fodder.
yeah.
Canada's a bit like living in an apartment above a
America's
meth
armpit.
meth
I'm
shack.
in Maine, so there you go.
That's what Robin Williams said.
Directly above the penis of Florida is where you're at, stuff.
Well, no, way above the penis.
I
There's
know,
a
but I'm just
lot
saying you're above
between-
it.
There's a lot between the dong and the armpit, man. If you haven't studied anatomy,
I'm
it's
over in the
just-
throat. I'm over in the throat over by the Great Lakes.
Yeah,
My
well-
dong is nowhere near my armpit. Thank you very much.
Not today.
Well,
You're
you
not-
hope
you're not trying hard
If-
enough.
At the moment.
You know, I mean, there are exercises, Neil, that you can probably,
Yeah.
you know.
It's good to have
Just saying.
goals.
To be fair, we have that viewpoint of looking at,
To be fair,
at
huh?
land masses as people, and we look at England being a sitting a lady who's sitting with the breasts being
I've seen that.
Liverpool and Norfolk being the arsehole, whatever. But if you look at America being that sitting lady, then Florida is surely just a turd coming out.
Oh my God. What?
Hey, dog. Hey,
Hey,
dog.
what?
What you doing, man?
I kind of agree with that, actually.
I'm just being honest, Mikey. So,
Come on, man.
this is how you look at the world.
Is it?
Well, that is
That's not how I look at the world.
Oh. Are we going to start talking about worldviews now?
Please.
I mean,
no.
are we going to get into an epistemological discussion?
He's talking about
Down and
shape of
grind
the
it down.
country.
I've had
After
enough
show.
epistemological
He's talking about
discussion.
shape of the
Yes.
country.
If you look at Britain, as people normally do, as a
And it
sitting
is, yeah.
lady and this and that, this and that.
I've-
I was born in the breast in Liverpool. I now live in Norfolk, which is
Hey.
basically the arsehole of Britain.
Bro.
But it's probably better than
So
Liverpool.
you're going to double up, huh? Stay away from the body parts and the turds and the tits and the.
Oh,
Thank you,
sorry.
Mikey.
Get on with
You are not in the pub, sir.
For
Clean
such
it
a
up.
good musician, you should
Clean it
see things in clouds and
You
see
have
things
ladies in your
whatever.
presence. Dog, you
You
have
should
ladies
think
in your
Thank
presence.
you.
Clean it up, sir. Clean it up.
I saw an Englishman talking about how England looks at the shape of England. He was also saying, I didn't know this, that the guy who did the Game of Thrones with R.R. Martin, the map he used, he just cut England into a couple pieces and like inverted it, twisted it around, and he actually undid it and was like, look, and then he put it back together and it was England. I was like, huh. I don't know if I'm trying to impress anybody. I never watched
Cool.
Game of Thrones myself, so
I'm already saw Britain as being like a motorbike with a sidecar with Ireland. That was a sidecar.
Okay. I'll let that
You
one
You
in.
see, Ireland has some objections to that point of view.
Well, yeah,
It's-
but-
apparently England never.
And
really
we're back to
quite realized.
geopolitics. Hi. Hi. We're done. We're done. Thank
Definitely.
you.
The joke was that wherever
No,
they
we're
want to
done.
be, we're still the motorbike. We've got the
Sorry,
engine.
Mikey. I apologize. My
No,
fault.
you don't. No, you don't. You're
Yeah, I
not
do.
mad. You're not mad. You're happy this happened. This makes you
You
smile.
know when I'm mad, Mikey
can't-
ain't
you
mad.
You can't tell.
curious.
Oh, I'm so smiley, big shit-eating grin on your face. Yeah, you're so sorry. Big, your cheeks are
curious
way
to
up.
take
Is that
that one
sadness?
question. because it's
Sorry, not
safety.
sorry. Okay, you're right. You're right.
You
You're
know,
right.
I
I'm
think
gonna
you're-
back off right now. I'm gonna go right back. I'm gonna crawl down into
Well-
my goddamn cave and
No,
look.
you look real sad. You look real sad when your cheekbones go up and you do this like coughing sound. It's like ha ha ha. Ha. It's like a really sad thing.
I'm gonna try to.
Oh,
I'm
my
gonna
bad.
try to go to the top level here and go. Sorry.
Look, I get it. No,
I'm
And I'm
Okay.
just
Very
gonna go to the
sincere.
top
In the
level and go.
UK,
Sorry.
Stephanie,
Oh, Lord.
basically,
And I'm
you'd
just
be
gonna go.
stressed
I'm
out.
just gonna do this. I'm just
No.
gonna.
OMG,
away.
what was that
Fade
map?
away. That's all I
Fade
can
That
away.
was a spooning.
No, there was more than a spoon. That was
I know, but
forky.
I've never seen it like that before.
That was like a knife.
Uh-huh.
But not in
A
the back.
forking. That was a forking.
Spooning leads to forking.
Spork.
Sorry, did you
Well,
say
isn't this about Pete's Conversion.
Oh, thanks for getting us back on track, dog.
I came right back into
Yeah,
forking and
said-
spooning.
You did. Did you see the map, Mikey? Show the map.
That was not Mikey. Why is
Oh, who
that
did
Mike?
that?
Steph did it.
Mikey was
Oh,
I don't know how she did it though. I didn't think anybody could.
Jeff. Oh, we can do
y'all.
present.
Y'all have to look at all the suspects.
Oh,
Y'all forgetting one of the
Trust me,
main
people use
suspects. Blaming Mikey.
Stephanie is
I'm
well,
sorry, Mike.
is well more intelligent than all of us put together. You should know that.
Here we go. Here we go.
See, I can't even. What is that?
I've never looked at North America.
Get off of us, Canada.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like Canada and all.
I gotta take a picture of that. Hold on.
Yeah,
Oh, I want to take a
And it's
picture of
gone.
that. Oh.
Canada's having anal sex with North America.
See, I knew you
Whoa.
couldn't resist it. I knew you couldn't resist it.
No,
Stop saying dirty words in front of ladies. It makes them uncomfortable. It makes them not want to
I
come.
mean, seriously.
I mean, I was gonna
that's
take a
just-
picture
Oh,
of it. But okay.
yeah, okay, Mike.
WTF.
Name any ladies here.
All right.
Oy, oy, oy.
All right.
And now I'm thinking of the Beastie Boys. Ladies.
Yeah, he's taking his time. He's going through the chart.
You don't know what I'm doing. Stop talking what you're thinking out loud. You have
Stacey,
no
what was your
idea
first-
what I'm up to.
What was your first inkling
Hey.
that the cart was on, that the horse cart was on, the apple
Mate,
cart was on
come on.
fire? What was your first inkling religion was nuts?
That you know, through COVID, there was a lot of changes, and we had tried to be part of a small group with a church here. Didn't really work, and they didn't really care for all of the health regulations and the mandates and all that kind of stuff, and they were just going to keep on meeting anyways. And we were going to abide by the these rules and regulations, and so they pretty much just dropped us like a bad habit, and it really kind of opened our eyes to this, how man-made all of this is. And as like Christian nationalism just continued to ramp up to an absolute batshit crazy fever pitch, we started to look around and go, this is maybe not real. And I mean, it was painful. It was difficult, but there was just a lot of realizations where you go, man, at the end of the day, this really feels made up. This feels like we're not created in the image of God. God is created in the image of us.
Yeah.
And that was sort of that overarching predominant feeling that I was walking away with. So yeah, those were some of the first inklings.
Right on.
Yeah.
What were your major factors on this? Was that you knew that a person couldn't live inside a well for a week, or a zoo boat is impossible, or a man cannot walk on water without sinking because he has holes in his feet?
yes, I was. Yes. Stacey, check the.
Thank you.
all of the above. I was like, we were made to hold all of those things in tension. We had to, the cognitive dissonance. We had to hold all of these crazy, just absolutely ludicrous things. We had to hold those because those were part of a special, untouchable kind of belief system that we couldn't interrogate. We couldn't ask questions of. And
don't get me wrong. I was questioning doctrine when I was 8 years old. I got expelled from a Catholic school when I was 10.
Mm.
I didn't understand that when Adam and Eve were ejected from the Garden of Eden, they met hundreds of other people. What the fuck are all that about? Where'd that come from? But I questioned all of that, and yeah, I questioned that. Can a man live in a whale for a week? You know, rock
Have you tried it?
monsters, giants, and unicorns, and all of that nonsense that runs within the Bible. But yeah, I had the crap kicked out of me from nuns and priests throughout my childhood. But it was fun. It became to a point where it became acceptable to me. I actually enjoyed it. That's how much I was. You know,
So Pete, it sounds like you came to this from an intellectual perspective.
Yeah.
And like, this doesn't make sense after a long time of being devoted to the church.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
Yeah.
And it came through a literal plague. It was a literal plague that caused you to think.
No, I was just.
Wait,
I was
no,
indoctrinated.
wait, dog, wait, dog, wait. I'm trying to be serious here. I'm trying to understand. That it came from a literal plague that,
in a very real sense, yes.
Yeah, that's
We're going back to the 70s now, where nuns and priests were horrible cunts.
There's a quote that says change begets change. Nothing propagates so quickly. And you know, for me, that was profoundly true. You know, it wasn't trauma that propelled me out of faith. It wasn't hurt. It wasn't, you know, betrayal or something else that terrible, you know, that things that people experience all the time and are completely legitimate reasons for them to jettison, you know, these faith systems. But for me, I reasoned my way out of faith, and that's what ended it for me. Was actually engaging critically, coming to understand what critical thinking was. I thought I knew, but I didn't. I had no idea what logical fallacies were. I had no idea what cognitive biases were. And so actually coming to an understanding of what that was and how it played a part in my life and how it completely blinded me to reality, true reality. You know, that was just an absolute mind fuck coming to understand that.
Oh, Pete,
the other part of the mind fuck, and I'm just trying to elucidate this a little bit. It's the other part of the mind fuck, the hurt that faith inflicts. The hurt that belief can inflict, not necessarily has to, in every instance of belief, but that faith can inflict on the world, on other people.
Yeah,
that to me is a really interesting tension that so many there are people of faith in my family that preach against this and are still in the church. But there are so many preachers that continue to inflict or impose belief systems that would direct hurt towards others that I find to be the biggest problem with religion right now.
Yeah.
Well said.
Always will be. But the indoctrination of children.
Anyway, this is after show. We're supposed to be making jokes, and I'm sorry.
Well, I had one more quick question related.
I
have one more really quick question related, though. I'm wondering if anybody, because it sounds like Pete might be the first person that I've ever talked to that had the same experience that I did, where when you encountered that stupid answer of when the story didn't make sense, and they would say, well, God's ways are better, you accepted it, but fought it at the same time, like,
yes,
and
both,
did
both
so for a long time, like believed it, oh, okay, and but yet didn't. And there was, I mean, for me, it was a cognitive dissonance that lasted a long time.
Yeah, it was a both and there was an acceptance, and there was also a part of saying, well, this doesn't make any sense.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, shut up, you. And we're gonna
You
push
could never
this.
let it go. You could just never let it go.
Couldn't let it go. And so that's
Just eats at you.
just gonna smolder, right? Just
Yeah.
gonna smolder down there. It's a slow burn.
Does
Right,
that
and those-
make that a cognitive ignorance rather than a cognitive dissonance?
There you go. I like
Amen.
that.
Ding.
Yeah.
There you go. Redeemed yourself.
I
Oh,
really like
thank
that.
you. Didn't know I was in the doghouse. you
Oh,
know.
yep. See,
And
that's
it's
the
dog.
thing about being in the doghouse. Sometimes you don't know. Sometimes you
And
don't
those
Oh my
know.
gosh.
after shows.
That's one of the things, though, that I love about starting to share my story. And you know, Neil and Mikey, thank you guys so much for facilitating this. But just being able to talk this out, you know, because I've got this monologue running in my head 24/7. And so just being able to right, get this out. And that's and most likely, you know, you see underneath my name When Faith Ended, that's going to be my channel. And I'm going to start creating content
I love it.
when Faith Ended.
Let me know when you
Okay.
get that going, and I'll promote
You were
it.
sharing, Pete.
Pete, you know you're familiar with Tim Mills, Harmonic Atheist. Okay, I'm going to connect you with him next.
It's already booked for
Oh!
February.
Yes. Okay.
Tim's
Never
great.
mind.
It's awesome.
So,
Yeah.
Stacey,
Okay.
do you have any other
Got it.
guests for us booked
You
next
told me.
for January?
You guys got
I
to
can
start
get
paying
on it.
her.
Yeah, Stacey, if you could just really fill up January for us. We're going to switch to
Yeah.
Thursdays and Saturdays. We might have a couple of call-offs due to like the baby's appointments and stuff like that. But yeah, if you can just
keep
start
playing
pulling
your
up
music.
those.
I got you one guest, but
Well, your mom,
Oh!
that's two.
she did.
Your mom did.
Oh, well, we love you guys. That's why.
So that's two.
Oh, but I was going to ask you: have you had Drew Bakias on?
Who?
There you go,
There's another one.
Who?
Drew Bakias.
You know, if you just repeat it, it doesn't like give me more information. It's the same
No
information.
context.
It's the
comes
same.
through.
I still don't know. I was just like,
He,
oh,
okay.
Drew Bakias. Oh, I thought you said
Drew.
Is it Drew? I'm like,
Is it-
oh,
wait,
she's gonna
is
say
it-
McCoy.
Is it
Okay.
DRU or DREW? That's important.
DREW.
Oh,
Okay.
never heard of him.
He was at Baja Con. He's written a book. Okay, Dan Barker wrote the foreword to his book. When you guys were talking about Dan Barker, and I was like, oh, I might have a connection.
These are famous people.
I'm friends
Stacey.
with Drew, so I was thinking,
Okay.
have you had Drew on your show? Drew is amazing.
Stacey,
I'm
I
not.
think you're the best ambassador because if me and Neil try, we're gonna fuck it up.
'Kay.
So you seem to have the juice right now. You got the Canadian maple flowing through your veins. You are.
I
There
you
you
are
go.
got
put it
your
in my
ear-
coffee
Always
every
good.
morning.
You got your ear to the streets. When Canada moves, you listen. So,
He's
She
from
rides a moose.
Minnesota.
I have to say, this is the first
Quite
time I've
practically
been on,
Canadian.
that's South
Online.
Canada.
Yeah, that's
online with
Yeah.
Stacey, and not only is she gorgeous, but she's
Here we go.
very
No
sexy.
dog. No dog.
I'm
Bad
sure.
dog.
Not
Bad
down.
dog.
okay.
down
Yeah,
boy.
Okay.
Down. Down.
I
She has a
will-
brain and ears. Use
Yeah.
those.
I'm wagging my tail and shutting up.
Please do
Okay.
not comment on the host's appearance.
No flash
Steph is
photography.
a mod. Steph knows.
No,
I am a mod.
Yeah.
And
And that-
I do know.
And let me just say that goes in general. If someone's on a stream, do not mention their physical appearance. I'm not here to talk about my
Okay,
physical
yeah,
appearance.
I get
So don't
that.
bring
Talk
it up.
about Michael's hat,
Don't-
though, please.
Yeah.
I love the
Don't
hat.
ever
upgrade.
mention that Stephanie is hot and sexually attractive at all when you're on the stream on Neil's.
Just
Yeah, I get that. Yeah, okay, I'll shut up.
Okay. Well, I will connect you. Long
Thank you.
story short,
Thank you.
I'm
Thank you.
Which
Yeah,
is of course, yes.
No, my side, I can't say anything.
You just can't
Okay.
say anything rude or disrespectful. You'll have to say something kind
I've
or
like
insightful.
literally been well, I can't put it another way than a Nazi form. That I've been,
What are you
Yeah.
protesting, Neil? He's got a, waving a
got a
red
red flag.
flag.
oh my goodness.
This is a protest. That's a protest. In the sailing world,
To
you
say
wave
that,
a
I have
red
the
flag.
same- I have the
In the
same
sailing world,
passion
you
to
wave a red
Stephanie.
flag. That's a protest. That means you're pissed off. So
There we go. What'd you say, Neil?
He was just waving.
I didn't
you.
say nothing.
that's all.
Just hearing
All
shit
right.
that's making me fucking wave a red flag. That's
You're
all.
you're waving a red flag. I'm gonna bring up the elephant in the room.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
You just did. There it is.
Yeah,
That's the elephant.
that is the elephant.
Old
So
people.
let's go. We got a red flag and an elephant. I don't know
There we
what it
go.
all means, but
Mario.
Hey, there you go.
Stacy, we were friends up until that part. Mario.
That's a
I
good
like Mario.
That is not
Yeah.
Mario.
Well,
Yeah.
sorry, it's from Mario.
Jeez, Stacy.
I know it's not Mario.
Oh.
Do better.
too better.
Did you not find a Nazi flag
What are
after
you talking about?
dismissing me from simple?
What?
Oh my
Nazis
goodness.
come up.
I
Jesus
love you.
Christ, man.
Why?
Mikey, I
Wait a
love you.
minute.
I'm joking. Of
How did
course.
we get to
I love
Nazis?
you, man.
I don't know.
It's easy. It's how do we get to Nazis? It's so easy. That's too
Well, I
bad.
don't know. I was sort of
You know what? You know,
It was
actually,
sort of
looking
an
at the
authoritarian,
room right now,
stance
looking at the
from
room right
Mikey.
now, I'm looking at Ollie, who is sitting in the middle square, and
Yes.
and like the Paul Lind position, and he's been
To be
so
fair, Stephanie, I
quiet.
do change my stance from authoritarian to dictatorial.
Aren't I normally?
No,
You're right. You're right. I'm the problem.
No, no,
No.
it's just I'm looking for the knives or the something or the Ollie man
did them
thing. And
earlier.
it's just
I
okay.
missed it. Or
You
else book a
okay?
bowl if you want. I'm
Yeah,
playing
well, I
video
don't
games right
care,
now,
man. You
just
do
listening.
you, but I'm just
Yeah.
concerned.
Trying to not think about Nazis and stuff like that. I don't know.
You
Oh,
got that
that's
long.
good.
You got
That's
that
good.
long
I
bottom
try
leaf
to
in there.
do that 100% of the
What?
time.
All right. It's that time of the show, guys.
There
It's
we
time for
go.
the round the horn question. Thank you, everyone. So the round the horn question is, what's the tastiest meal you've had recently?
Well-
and I want full, and I mean gory. I mean
I would
up
just
to
like
the
to mention.
Yo,
quickly,
I gotta mute you, dude. You almost made it through a whole sentence. I want the full Food Network. I want temperature of the meat. I want flavoring. I want plating. I want everything. Paint a picture with your words. Pete, you're the guest. You go first.
All right. Okay, so check it. Last weekend, we went
We're
to the Crossroads Farmers Market, and we went to
Ooh.
Regina's Fine Meats. I know. Well, I know what it rhymes with. Shut up.
I have
Okay.
allergies. I'm just coughing.
That's right. So we got two tri-tips. You know a tri-tip?
Ooh,
Oh,
yeah.
we got two of them. When I bought them, the guy said, I think I should charge more for these because they're so marbled. I mean, it almost looked like A5 Wagyu, but he didn't. So he was a gentleman. So we bought two tri-tips. We came home, we rubbed those down with the S&P, the salt and pepper.
S&P the way to be.
That's right. That's right.
Alberta
We got,
beef.
yeah, that's right. Little
I know
letter
some
Kenny.
letter-
You know it.
I know some letter Kenny, Neil. Are you proud of me?
You should be. That was choice.
You're still
All right.
muted, sir.
So we,
That's great.
so we rubbed them down. Then we hit it. We did a reverse sear, right, with some oak chips.
Oh,
Yeah.
look
Yeah.
at you.
Yeah, so 250 degrees, We smoked those until we hit about 130 degrees. And then we did the reverse sear, right? Sear them in the cast iron, right?
Good. Well done. I mean,
No.
well played.
That's
Not
right.
well done.
That's right.
Never well done. If you eat well done steak, I will
Mm.
get you some chicken nuggets from the freezer, and we will heat them up for you.
And then we pulled those off, and we had some fondant potatoes with those, and some asparagus.
Oh,
and that was the tastiest meal.
I think we're done.
That sounds amazing.
I think we're all good here.
You wanted temperature? He gave you temperature. You wanted.
He gave me everything.
Everything.
That is how you answer a fucking around the horn question. Stacey, do not let me down, Stacey. You were next.
Me? Oh gosh. Okay.
Go.
You heard what Pete did. Pete nailed it.
I know.
Post it.
Don't let the king down.
Right. Okay. My favorite meal that we've had in the last little while, not quite as good as that, I'll be honest. But well, that's like a dream meal. But ours is like a salmon bowl that we've been making. And it's just seared salmon on rice and then chopped up like vegetables like cucumber, cabbage. What else have we put on it? Like red pepper. And then honey garlic sauce and okay, stop with the face. And
a lot of veggies in here.
It's so good. Green onion and fresh ginger.
Okay, I'm back. I'm back on board.
Sauce.
Ginger is the right answer. I'm back on board.
I love I love the hot basmati rice, the hot like the salmon, and then the cold vegetables with the honey garlic. Oh, it's so good. And then the heat from the ginger. It's probably my favorite thing that we've just had the last 2 weeks. We've had it a couple times. So that's my favorite.
Ollie, you're Canadian. Why don't you go?
You're bumping me in the front of the line. Thanks.
You're Canadian, so go for it.
Canadians first.
Yes, because we're special, apparently. I don't know.
Yeah, because you guys are the big spoon we saw earlier.
Yeah, well, it's a Canadian channel. It's the Maple Leaf forever. Come on, let's go.
604 in the title. Represent.
Trying to find your picture, Mikey. That way I can meet all the qualifications. Give me a second.
All right. We'll come back. Neil, you're also Canadian.
In case you forgot.
Get the Canadians out of the way.
Neil's gonna say Timmy Hortons.
I just want the Americans to hear what food sounds like before they start saying, "You had a Big Mac, fucking cigarette butts on it."
Hey, don't knock until you tried it. All right.
Some people rave about our cigarette butts. What's your recent tasty meal, Neil?
I think one of the brunches that my mom and I went on recently to.
A brunch submission.
Bert's, I think it's called. Anyways, it's on Granville, and we went in there and I ordered a chicken and waffle thing, but it comes stacked up with 2 giant waffles with this nice, well done breaded piece of chicken in the middle. It's got slabs of bacon on it. It's got like some lettuce and stuff, and a big freaking. You cut that up, and it was like so good, man.
Okay, where was it? I want to know.
I can't remember the name of the place.
But it was on Granville?
It was on Granville?
Like downtown Granville or South Granville?
No, South Granville on the other side near the hospital area.
Okay.
I have a question. Was it meant to be eaten like a sandwich or with a knife and fork? Because with lettuce on there, it's giving me sandwich vibes. And then
it was waffles, like a sandwichy kind of thing.
And the waffles were the buns.
Yes,
the bread.
Kind of thing. Yeah.
Oh,
is there maple syrup? I want maple syrup.
I like the concept.
Oh, of course, you can put maple syrup on it. However, it has this weird kind of aioli sauce on it as well.
Ooh,
aioli, you say?
Aioli, that aioli technically is mayonnaise, and some people have
garlic
problems.
I have a story about Popeye's chicken in the UK.
No, it's not where we're at, dog. It's not where we're at. We're on around the horn. Yeah, we're going to get around this horn today. We're going to make it.
Mikey, it's
that was the best time I ate it. It was 2 weeks.
I'm ready, man. I'm
All right. Ollie, you got your picture ready? Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Ollie's got visual supports.
Awesome.
All right. So
Oh.
this is raw purr. This is an Acadian dish. It's a potato cake. It when it comes out of the oven,
Yeah.
that's what it looks like, right?
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
I would
So,
eat that shit.
but it's got pork and steak in it along with potatoes.
Okay, that looks good.
And you cook it in the
Yeah,
oven.
fuck that. Popeye's chicken is the shiznit.
Hey, now your turn.
My mother makes my grandmother's recipe, who got it from her grandmother. It's going down quite a ways. It's one of the better Acadian meals, in my opinion, that you can actually have.
What's Acadian mean? Is that like your area?
Yeah, basically,
Yes.
it's like Atlantic Canada. It's the French portion
Atlantic
of
Canada,
Atlantic Canada.
and Maine. Come on, don't leave us
So-
out.
Okay, that's why I don't
So-
know.
But yeah, it's a dish that takes a couple hours to make, because like just the preparation is getting everything ready is a good hour of work.
It
And then
looks
you got to
very
cook it in
fluffy.
the oven for almost 2. It
Is it
is, and
light?
that's actually a thinner piece. The
Yeah.
stuff my mother makes is actually quite a bit thicker than that.
Hmm.
So
Like
But,
'em thick.
she had what? There was half a dozen of us over there the weekend before they went down to Florida.
You all shared one
So-
piece.
No, well, she
It's that
made
fluffy.
she made 4 different pans this size, right? 4
Oh.
different pans this size.
Oh, she's a
And
saint.
I got to take 4 pieces home, so about 2/3 of that pan right
Nice.
there. That's how much I got to take home, and I've already eaten it all, so I don't have any left.
Oh, it's a
Aw.
sad day.
It
You're
looks
out of
delicious.
it.
It looks
But
delicious.
I had the last piece just like 3 days ago, so that's
What we're
yeah.
talking about here is comfort food in a big way, and it looks real familiar to
Yeah.
me.
Okay, it kind of reminds me of like shepherd's pie.
Kind
Okay.
of, but not quite.
Yeah.
Not quite.
Not
Yeah.
quite.
They don't have shepherds in the Acadian.
Shepherd's pie is like mashed potatoes.
No shit.
Yeah.
This is more shredded potatoes,
Okay.
right?
Oh. All right. All right.
Fancy.
All right, Michael.
People don't get shepherd's
I-
pie right in America. They use beef. When
I
shepherd's
haven't-
pie is basically, well, it's shepherds. So we get it's
So it should be made out of humans. I agree.
Lamb.
Michael.
Actual shepherds.
It should be made
Made
from
from lamb.
shepherds. I agree.
Cottage
I,
pie is made from beef.
I have an aunt that's worked
I'm dying.
at restaurants her
right
whole
now.
life,
Uh-huh.
and now
Right.
now she actually works in an old folks home, where she works in the the food, so she feeds them. Big,
Cafeteria.
huge. But anyway, she also has a daughter who went to chef school and worked at a lot of the 5-star places around here. And they made some lasagna the other day, and I can't really get into all the what was in it and all that. I didn't watch the preparation. I'll just say that it was. They made 2. They made a vegetarian one and then made a meat one. I only tried the meat one. Actually, I had a bite of the vegetarian one, and it tasted a little too green peppery for me. But the meat one was one of the best lasagnas I've ever had.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, dog.
Popeye's chicken
This
still
is
is.
your hold on.
It's
This
the
is your
chicken.
this is your time to shine now. Everyone's gonna shut up, and then it's
Oh,
gonna be
no,
your
no,
turn to tell. Hold on, and everyone's gonna shut up, and you're gonna tell us what the tastiest meal you had recently. Please do not bring up Russia or what's going on in Israel. Just do the food thing.
It is Popeye's chicken. A week and a
What'd
half
you get?
ago,
What's
I
your
went
number?
for
What do you
my
get?
yearly, I went for my first because I was paralyzed a year ago, and I went for my first to Sheffield. I had to drive to Sheffield, 200 miles.
200.
From Norfolk to where I am to Sheffield. Yes,
Is
200
England even that big? Do y'all have 200 miles?
Sure.
Mhm.
Sure.
Anyway,
You have to
so
go back and forth.
I drove to Sheffield, and there's a place there called there's a mall there, which is apparently the biggest mall in Europe, which is called the Meadowhall. And I went there, and I went to the food hall, and there was a shop which was Popeye's chicken, and I thought, well, I heard that on Little Nicky was Popeye's chicken is the shiznit.
Oh
And
yeah.
I tried it, and it's a million times better than KFC. I have to say, even the portions, because if you get tenders from KFC, then they're barely like dangly dog dicks, to be honest. But these were, these were basically chicken breasts in their batter, in their whatever they call them, batter or the
the batter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a full tub of gravy that comes with it, Cajun fries, and
you did it up.
Rare in England, I got a cup, basically.
Damn it, tons.
Yeah, it's basically every soda you can have forever, free. Once you pay for it, you can just get sodas. It doesn't work for me because I'm paralyzed. I have to watch what I drink.
Dog. I actually just watched a video of some British schoolboys having Popeye's chicken for the first time. Their experience is the same as yours. They're like, "Oh, what's this coleslaw? I don't like that. I don't like that. What's this biscuit? It's not biscuit." Then they get into the whole biscuit thing, and they think they're so freaking clever, and then they eat it. And then
I
shut up. And they're like, "Oh, that's why Americans are 800 pounds each." Yeah,
I had chicken tenders and Cajun fries. I didn't get biscuits or anything like that. So maybe I would be the same if I got to that. But
Popeye's Cajun fries
it's
love that chicken from Popeye.
Yeah, Popeye's chicken is the shiznit. According to, I agree with Little Nicky.
What? The shiznit?
Shiznit.
It's a life-changing experience. And I saw those little boys. They said, "I stopped hating America that day." Like, it was right in their face. They're like, "I stopped hating them once I tried Popeye's chicken." Like, I understand. And this is a good question for all of us anyway, because food is one of those cultural things that kind of like binds us together and makes people like other people and get over whatever bias that they had. So thanks for eating Popeye's chicken.
Could we
by the way,
catch the Iranians? Would the Iranians stop saying?
Yeah, I knew y'all.
By the way,
Best meal.
by the way, Snoop Dogg just texted me and told me to tell Dog to quit using this shit.
Whoa!
Wow.
I have a question.
You
I have
know
a question
everyone.
about Popeye's
That's
chicken.
hot. That's like.
Can I just question
right
question the chat and say Google Eats is either a troll or
So here's a question about Popeye's chicken. What the fuck does Popeye's chicken have to do with Popeye?
I don't know.
Anything at all?
Did he used to
I
be
would
the
think-
logo back in the day?
I would think Popeye's spinach would have higher, but never
I think so,
mind.
Mikey. But I don't.
Yeah,
I
that's
can't
what I'm asking.
remember.
Like, I don't see
think
the
Robert
relationship
But then
Williams
Brown's
version
chicken.
of
Why do we call that one
Popeye's
Brown's
chicken? I just
chicken?
don't see it.
Also, Stacy, it's called Cafe Barney.
Oh, okay.
And I was confusing the breakfast burger with the waffle. The chicken waffle is still really good, but the breakfast burger is what I had that one time there. And I've had their chicken waffle; it was phenomenal.
So this here from Wikipedia. However, the company's early brand became
I
deeply
gotta
tied to
say,
the cartoon star, and it's literally.
I gotta go. Hey, Stacy, bye. It was fun
Me
hanging out
and
with
Pete
you
both
early.
have to go. Yes. It was awesome.
Hold on. Guys.
It was so cool.
Hold
Nice.
on, dude. The company's early brand became deeply tied to the cartoon star with its sponsorship of the Popeye and Pals children's show in New Orleans, and the character appeared on the items from packaging to racing boats. The chain later acquired rights to use Popeye the Sailor for marketing and used it for 35 years. They did, and then they didn't want to probably pay for it again. They're like, "That's good. We can keep the name right."
Make them make bad chicken.
Cool. Okay.
They couldn't
Pete,
afford them.
Thank you so much
Keith,
for
Thank you,
sharing your
guys.
story.
well
It was
done for
awesome hanging out
spilling.
with
Mate.
you.
Please come
Well
back.
done for spilling.
Can't wait to do it again.
Yeah, you're invited to every after party from now on because you have gone through the ringer. So you're one of us.
Yeah, you
True
see us
north,
live. Just
strong and free.
send me a
Great hearing
from
you,
far and
Steve.
wide.
Thank
Yes.
And I
Well
am
done, Pete.
leaving
Canada.
as well. So
Bye, Stace.
goodbye,
See you,
everyone.
Stacey.
It was so good seeing
See
you.
you,
Bye,
Pete.
Stephanie.
Great meeting you.
Later.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Mwah.
Thanks, you guys.
Okay.
Have a good night.
All right. Few
Bye.
days.
All right, they're gone. Let's talk about them.
Always.
Don't we always?
I
Now
thought
they're-
they went right. I I thought he got on
Didn't I
well.
just say that?
See, you're lucky. They left, and so nobody wants to know what I eat. So I can skip the whole
I
thing.
do.
How you know?
What?
You're not reading down.
Answer
I
the
remember who
question.
was left. Everybody who has gone except Steph and me. So Steph, it is your turn. What's the tastiest meal you had recently?
I made a jerk pork tenderloin.
Ooh,
That was really good.
Spicy.
Got any left?
pork tender. No, I don't
got
have
any
any
left?
left.
Damn it.
No, I don't.
Which way's the fridge?
No, it's gone. I ate the fucking thing.
Why didn't you save us?
All right. All right.
Can you make?
Sorry.
Did you run out of jerk seasoning? Can you make another one?
I can.
What
Don't be a
kind of?
jerk.
It was basically a pork tenderloin, brown sugar and
Ooh.
garlic and paprika and allspice and pepper and
There we go.
lime
can-
and lime and ginger and
I can smell that.
and garlic. I mean, it was lovely. I just let it sit for a while and then roasted it till it was done and just pulled it out and I cut up a fresh mango and made it into a sauce with onions and stuff and
Mango
coriander
on the
and
jerk pork. Okay. Okay, you're
Yeah.
taking risks
Got
out
two
here. I like
mangoes
that.
sitting in the kitchen right now that I want to go.
no,
sounds
it was on
good.
the side. It was kind of a mango relish on the side. It was really good.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Stephanie, does that not just describe Neil and his show that people are, they can be different. You may not be, chop this and chop that into them, and it's just what they are. It's just, people are different and they have different deconversion stories, etc.
Why are you wrapping up the show in the middle of Stephanie's thing about her food? Just
Oh,
wait.
sure.
I was
We're
talking
excited.
about
Mikey,
food. I wasn't
I know
talking
that.
about how people are different, man. I was like, would you like a you want a cracker?
Too many barge captains on this barge.
I'm trying to catch up. I'm trying to.
Hey,
you know,
you
different
good? Hey, you
sort of
good,
vibe.
homie? You good, homie? You good? I got you. I got the
Mikey,
long
you hate me.
stick.
You know you do. Sure.
I got the long stick, and I'm steering the gondola, baby. Don't worry about it. I got you. I'll sing you a song
That's
too.
a good thing.
Beautiful
Make me a song.
night. There you go.
No. Make a song about dog. I've
No,
come on your channel and I've seen you literally mixing music. Make a song about me, dog.
Mango lube.
Okay, but I don't really like how you're asking me right now. Like, that's not a good way. I'm not a creative. Hey, you there, music
Mikey.
man?
Do this now.
Make me
I'm basically calling you out.
do a
Are you
tune.
this good? Are you that good? Can you
Neil-
do that?
Neil's a musician, so is Michael.
Yeah, exactly. Can you do that? Can
Make
you
them do it.
Can you do a song about dogs?
Yeah,
It only
Neil.
has to be like 1 minute long, even. And
Just a
if
minute,
it
yeah.
has anything about being having a little pee,
There's already a
Well,
good
here,
one out there. Who let the dog
I'll
out?
agree with that.
I'll make the beat. I'll let Neil sing it, and Michael can play guitar on it.
Neil would be too involved in building his Death Star. I reckon.
Somewhere in the background is Ollie's dog, but I don't see Bowen.
He's on
He's
the
not-
couch. Don't you see him behind me?
No. Oh, I see his head. You got to look for his
Yes.
ears. Look for his ears.
Yeah, I can.
Oh,
yeah, I can see.
okay. Yeah,
There he is.
Got the doggo. Doggo's there.
I thought his like whole hip section was just a pillow. I was like,
No.
looks
where
comfortable.
is the
Oh, I
dog?
guess you can just barely see him, eh?
Yeah, he's blending in, man. He's got that,
Mikey.
he's got that couch camouflage. That's
You see-
German shepherds have that coat to blend in on couches at night.
You see
Dark
that question
couch,
at the
yeah.
bottom, Mikey?
What's that?
This
question
is
at the bottom
actually this is
is aimed at
actually
you
a
now,
dressing gown. I don't know what you call them, robes, maybe.
Yeah.
It's a robe with like a hood. That could be.
What's the tastiest thing, Mr. and Mrs. Famine?
What's that? That
Oh.
can be that guy off. Well, you're
Ooh.
into.
There you go.
I decided to make my favorite thing to make now rice. Wash the rice into the rice cooker. Boom. It's going. Like, about 15 minutes to do all the rest of the stuff. So I get out the bowl. Boom. Bulgogi sauce, which is like Korean barbecue sauce. Then boom, I hit it with the fucking gochujang, which is like a red chili paste from China. Mix that up real good, and I get the steak that they have all small for cut up small for like tacos. It goes in there. So then that gets all spun around and it smells amazing into a hot pot or wok with sesame oil. If you want your food, if you want your Asian food,
Oh
just taste like
yeah,
Asian
sesame
food,
oil.
you gotta have
Perfect.
sesame oil.
God,
It changes
absolutely.
everything.
I
It's
agree
so
with that.
good. It's so good.
It changes
It's
everything.
an essential. It's an essential ingredient. It really is cool.
All that, the whole bowl goes into there. There's lots of steam and fizzles and pops. And when it's about halfway done, I look over at the rice. Rice is good. In goes the frozen broccoli. And
What
then I
about
do
sprinkling
carrot.
a little Chinese fire spice into the rice?
And then I do some carrot. I get the potato peeler and make like I dig into it real hard, so I get like thick little carrot chips off of there. Ooh, buddy! And then you throw in the pickled ginger, and then that whole thing goes on the rice. Well, it's soy sauce on there. Holy shit! And it costs like, I think per person or like per meal or per bowl or whatever. It's like $2.
Oh,
You know what I mean? It's like so cheap, but
heaven
it's
in a bowl.
delicious. I'll put it in the, if you guys aren't part of the group chat on X, whatever the fuck it's called, hit me up on Twitter. I will send you a picture of the bowl. It is
The way you
amazing.
just walked through that, I felt like it was one of those videos where I was watching you do it, which made me think you ought to do that.
I did it once.
Yeah. This particular meal,
Let me check my TikTok.
because the way you described the steam rolling off, I was like, that would be fucking pretty cool. I could see.
Throwing a large stuffed crust pizza and a frozen pizza and garlic bread into the oven is a lot easier.
I
We got deep
lied.
dish.
Oh, wait.
We got some good deep dish here in Chicago.
Absolutely.
I did make a
Stuffed
TikTok. on
crust, you plebeian.
it.
Stuffed crust. What are you, 5?
Hey, stuffed crust is a thing over here still.
Yeah, we
No,
We're weird.
American.
yeah, that's
Fuck
how much
stuffed
more.
crust.
How much more cheese can we work into
Literally.
our cheese?
Yeah, it's a little harder to find up here than down there.
You got
Some
to
places still make it, but
I don't know whether to say tons of mice.
Bog at the bog.
I don't want to say that nice or wrong. I'm going to say it nice.
I think it's
Like
funny.
it's nice.
Yeah. It's a song. Alma. Why isn't Alma?
I'm guessing that's in sort of a Lord of the Rings, maybe, or Hobbit style.
Reminds me of that kid
Man.
song, that children's song where the
Mikey could do a good song about that.
Micah only makes music that makes him sad.
But that makes me sad. He's over here.
That's
Mikey.
the duality of art, my friend.
That makes
then it
me
worked.
sad.
Then it worked.
Like all of my songs should make you sad, or they didn't do what they were supposed to do.
Effect
Yeah.
achieved.
You should
lot.
be depressed.
Yeah, literally. I'm just trying to
That's it.
spread my depression
I'm
on you.
just
Don't
trying
listen to my
to-
music. It will make you sad. And also,
Well-
this is from Neil. I just want to put that up on the banner.
I'm sorry. What?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
You know.
Oh, why?
Now it's going to be in his head for the next 10 hours.
Why?
Yeah, don't do that.
Cause
I've seen a guy on YouTube talk about the timing signatures in that
Yes.
music. He said that they're unbelievably sophisticated.
It's so complicated.
They're hard to. I can't. I can do a couple.
It's nuts. It's freeform fucking fusion jazz. No one understands this shit.
Yeah, jazz.
everyone
You want to hear
does.
jazz? All right,
When you
everybody
try to
follow.
break it down, it's like there are different ways of even breaking it down. It's interesting.
Frank Zappa was
works.
kind of a nut with that shit. He was like a
Yeah.
genius with,
Yeah.
Mhm.
and I can't color like that. I get lost in that world. Rush is about as far out as I can get with weird time signatures.
Well, you know,
they do have
if
some.
you start if you start with Edgar Varese, you wind up with Frank Zappa, which is how Frank Zappa wound up with Frank Zappa. That's the way it works.
Like, I think it's really cool that because Lego by its very nature is very controlled, but people can also be very, very creative with Lego. You know what I mean? Just because it's like the blocks fit on top of each other and each hole and I think of a Zappa, like somebody who's just like running around with spray paint. You know what I mean? Like everything is art and nothing is art. Everything is music and nothing is music. Like it's so complicated and so ethereal, but then at the same time, it's just normal.
That was totally the thing at the time. People think that Zappa was some kind of hippie freak, but he was absolutely not.
Savant. Yeah.
I just started listening
absolutely
to him.
not. He hated drugs. He did. He was not into the scene, and he was, which freaked a whole bunch of people out. Is because he wrote songs at the time that both celebrated and denigrated the hippies. Mm-hmm. Listen to We're Only in It for the Money. Listen to that album all the way through, and you'll see what he was talking about. It was released as a kind of a parody of Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. Mm-hmm. And every single song on that really captured the era.
I wasn't sure where to jump in.
The hope and the cynicism.
I wasn't sure where to jump in with them, and I kind of looked into it online and was like, where should I start with my journey? And a lot of people were saying that a song about Nanook.
No, that's way later. That's
where I started, and it was so weird. I was like, well, I feel like I just took a tab of acid, and I've never.
Yeah, that's like somebody listening to Styx for the first time and going to Baitor and the Snow Dog.
I can recite a lyric. Rush. The idiot bastard son. The father's a Nazi in Congress today. The mother's a hooker somewhere in L.A. The idiot boy.
What about funky nothingness?
I mean, it's just, it's not
Chunga's Revenge
altogether that off when we have a Nazi in Congress today.
Yes.
There we go.
You got to put up almost and then
Red. Basement Jam. Go, Stephanie.
I just saying, it's a cool song, but I wish things had changed in a better direction. I really don't like this timeline, having to do this all over again. Mm. Please take me away.
What about Halos and Arrows? What does he say about that?
Yeah, Joe's Garage is a great album, Hillbilly. All of them are. But I also like The Man from Utopia.
I was about to ask you, Neil, if you like him, because you haven't said anything. You do like.
One of my favorite songs is called "The Dangerous Kitchen." It'll get on your clothes.
Dangerous Kitchen is probably one of his best work ever.
I feel late to the game. All I ever heard was Valley Girl my whole life.
Really?
Yeah, it just wasn't accessible to me. I was more into traditional rock. I mean, the weirdest thing I heard before that was Yoko Ono doing whatever she did behind John Lennon.
quote unquote music.
Caterwauling.
Yeah, no one listens to Yoko.
I'm not gonna take it away. If she thought it was art, maybe one other person out there did. I am not gonna denigrate it and say it's not. You know,
I will.
I won't. All it takes is one other person to agree that it is, and therefore it is.
Yoko Ono led to John Lennon's execution.
Stop.
All right.
Hey. This is not your platform for hot takes. We're all hanging out. Be nice. This is streamed out to other people. We have to be here when you go away.
Yeah.
So don't burn the place down while we're standing here.
We're talking about 40 years ago, Mikey. So Yoko Ono was not
was that negotiating? I don't think I was negotiating. I'm asking you to change the subject because you're kind of like taking us to a spot that's kind of conspiratorial and about dead people and kind of not so cool. So can we talk about something like cool? Can we be cool? Let's be cool.
John Lennon was cool.
Would you guys like to see the trailer for Rock School? This is what I was doing. This guy did. You remember that?
How cool is that?
Neil, you remember that? Cool. If I'm your adversary, you don't have to be here. But pretty much like you remember that movie with Jack Black where he like went into the school and like taught the kids like
Cool Rock,
like he
yeah.
pretended.
Cool Rock. Yeah, what film?
Right. But Rock School was like a real thing where like this guy gave these kids seriously hard music and he was a fucking drill sergeant on them and they pulled it off.
Whiplash. Like Whiplash. I think I heard something about it. The guy was real militant.
That was a movie. And that's the fucking yellow peanut yelling at kids. So
No. I know. But I'm saying, I think the story that you're talking about, I think I had heard about it. And I thought I heard the guy was a real hard ass.
Well, he was just like, I mean, he's not as good as these kids are, but he's yelling at them as if he's better than them. Either way, he motivates them. The kids go, spoiler alert, the kids go to fucking the Netherlands for Zappa Fest and perform. And they have like the Napoleon dude, the black dude that played flute with them. He plays on stage with them. Like it's a whole, it's a journey, And some of the kids are just like phenoms off rip. The kid's like fucking 12, fucking playing Eruption on his fucking flame, on his fucking flaming flying V. Like there's that kid. But then you also have the two very cute twins with mohawks who are fucking garbage and nobody wants to listen to. And then like they're out there doing their concert and their guitars aren't even plugged in. You know what I mean? Like there's both edges of the spectrum. They're both music, but one of them's music. One of them's music. They're both music, but one of them's music. I left the trailer in the chat. It's on Amazon for like $8. I can't find it on YouTube, but you guys can search it out. I don't want to play the thing because this guy his broke ass would definitely try to fucking demonetize us over fucking playing his trailer, giving him some fucking exposure. But it is what it is.
Most people don't do that.
Right on.
I mean, I've played Bow Tie Daddy on my channel several times. It's like, go ahead and just go.
I like when I get copyright strikes for my own damn music. I'm like, how?
Yeah,
I'm not
exactly.
I've had that before.
I mean, it's just really kind of cuckoo.
I'm not even done making the song yet. How does somebody own it?
Hold on, because I got that when I would use it for intros and stuff on my other channel.
Mm-hmm.
So they asked me to prove that it was my music. So I had to go into SOCAN, which is the organization here where you register all your tunes and it's legally yours. And I gave them all the notes from SOCAN saying, and they went, okay, you can use the music. I'm like, well, yeah, I know. It's my music. It's like,
thank you.
I can't use.
Thanks for permission for something I was going to do anyway. You can stop me.
But you have to jump through hoops, which I get because they're trying to protect the artists.
No.
So I get that.
They're trying to protect their ass because if I find out Neil's been playing my music without me getting the money, I'm suing YouTube. That's what that is. They don't care about our music. They don't want to get in trouble for not charging other people for our music.
They don't.
In the world of guitar teaching online, a lot of I don't know, so many like 70s bands don't care if you teach their song or whatever. But the Eagles,
Oh yeah,
they pull it right away. The Eagles are like synonymous with don't touch
it's their
music.
it's their label. I think they're on Warner Brothers.
Mm-hmm. So no kids in the future are going to know how to play Hotel California.
Yeah, because
they will. Come on.
I'm kidding.
Heaven forbid you look up a fucking YouTube video on it and fucking get the guy's channel canceled because the Eagles
heaven forbid you learn how to play by ear.
That's the way I learned. Yeah.
Or get the fucking.
Heaven forbid you
go online and get the
ear
tablets or I mean, there's a million ways.
Just learn. Yeah. Who needs the fucking notes on screen on my tablet so I can practice? Fucking learn it by ear, you little nerd. Learn it by ear. You don't get the word, but you can learn to stir.
It is possible.
Every other band.
You can train yourself to hear.
We used to take the album and put it at half speed and like for a guitar solo. So, the first Michael Jackson when Eddie Van Halen did that was the way I did it. I slowed it down half speed and I was like, well, this is going to take a couple weeks. I never quite.
Apparently, the algorithm picks up on the bass.
Anyway, all this talk about food made me hungry, so I'm going to eat now and go away.
That's my plan. That's my plan for every after show. That's my plan for every after show. I'm going to make you guys talk about food the whole time. You're like, has it been an hour and a half? Oh, you want to leave early?
Yeah. It's like, okay, I gotta go. I'm hungry.
I think y'all wrap it up anyways because I'm going to go eat.
I dismissed this whole show on just mentioned a YouTube fact. Wow. Go on, crack on, guys.
Anyway, thanks again to our guest that was here with us tonight. Mr. Pete Johnson. If you missed the interview, there's a link below. You can check it out, and that will have his threads.
He had a good story.
I just got derailed there.
Oh, there you go.
Sorry.
His Facebook and threads links are there if you want to follow him and chat with him. Also, thanks, guys, in the chat for hanging out with us. Always a pleasure having you guys here. And thanks to our wonderful patrons and members. Always great having you guys because we couldn't do it without you.
Love you.
Until next time, guys, like I always say at the end of the after party, like the late, great Carl Sagan once said, extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence.
Happy holidays.
And happy holidays.
Cheers.
And go eat something. See you guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Will become